quick disclaimer, if you're sensitive to any of these topics, I would advise you to click off the video right now because this content is actually featured in the video. You done? Alright then, let's start. Counting how many times I died in my videos because my psychiatrist said that way too much. And yes, I'm sick, don't judge my voice, okay? So, my mental health hasn't been too good for a long time now. And so, basically, I was away for school. And, yeah, you know that I'm non-binary and stuff, like, yeah, you know that? Because that's one that about me and my grand videos. And I wanted to change my name. It was something feminine again, but it was something I didn't associate with trauma so much. You know what they said? You know what those fuckers said? No, we can't let you have that name cause, like, it's a lot associated with your videos and you die, like, way too much in them. Freaking Karen. So, yeah, I'm basically doing this video out of spite. Let's begin. By the way, we're also gonna skip these four because... no. Floppy ears meme. Honestly, therefore that I died so much, my first video is still relatively clean, so this one gets a pass. Honestly, this one's just cringe, but I'm not dying, so this one gets a pass. Shut the fuck up, no one wants to hear you talk. Like with the other ones, I didn't die, but how the fuck was I so naive back then? Well, technically I'm still naive, but why? I need you tonight. Yay, we finally got one, but why does this meme feel so old? Honestly, this is also pretty cringe, and I got no excuse for it, therefore, sorry, I guess. Honestly, the cause of death is pretty clear this time, so I'm just gonna say death by falling, and the video was the Tonight meme, so yeah. Also sends Undertale like OMG! Burnt rice is like also pretty cringe, but yeah, no one's dead, so I guess that counts. Hey, Macarena! That doesn't count as a death, she's just badly injured. And that's what turned into a doll, but that doesn't count. Aside from the girl they just killed. Honestly, yeah, let that count as a death, so make it 2. Alright, yeah, looks like I'm currently getting killed by Kara, but like the wound instantly regenerates, so I wouldn't count that as a death. Yeah, this video is clean. Kill me! We don't talk about that. Kanoyo Loading Meme. Ah, yes, my Kanoyo Loading Meme, which got fucking deleted! Why it got deleted? Copyright validations, my friends. Copyright validations. So I didn't die, the computer just crashed, so... clean. Even though it doesn't look like it, it's also pretty clean. You wanna know why? Because at the scene where I'm falling, you would be guessing, oh, they're dying, right? But, like, some frames later, I'm still alive, so, yeah. Oh, Mary, so, I'm not physically dying in the speed paint, but I'm about to die soon. Now we're not cutting it in. I'm not even in it, and I can't die in something I'm not even featured in, so fuck yeah! Panic Toads meme. 500 subs. The thing that my sub count hasn't changed much for the past 2 years is just incredible. But yeah, you can clearly see that I'm dying at the end, so it's a death. Whatever the fuck this is. It's short, and I'm not even in it. Yeah. Alright, so this was made as a gift for Maru back when they still went by Layla the Shadow Girl, what the fuck. But yeah, I'm not even in it. And by the way, Maru, why the fuck haven't you posted in over a month? What the fuck? Yeah, I still watch every single time you upload a video. What the fuck? Can you please come back? I miss you. And also, kill the lights, kill the actor, kill the... Alright, for the sake of this video, I must skip every single video I'm not in because I'm an ecocentric... Yep, that counts as a death. Suicide. Nobody died, so this doesn't count. Miss wanna die, boy. Here we go! So first of all, basically, this is where he stabs himself in the chest and back area. Number 1. Judging by this anatomy, which isn't very good anatomy by the way, he probably either broke his ribcage, or it is also possible that one of the ribs like shifted into the lung or into the heart, which is basically also pretty bad considering that those two are two of the most important organs for the human body to actually function. But it is also possible that the spears like went actually through the ribcage and damaged the lungs and the heart, which is also basically pretty bad, and judging by the bleeding, it has to be something internal. Now we get to the throat cutting thing. Alright, basically, this is a mess. They didn't just like damage the vein or an arteria. No. They just basically cut half of their fucking throat. I would be guessing that the cause of death is death by blood loss, I guess. Alright, the third one is this. Oh boy, there's a lot going on here. First of all, there's the bleeding from the mouth again, suggesting that there is some internalized wounds, which they actually are because, like, they literally cut a deep flesh wound all over their entire body. Like, you can't tell me that won't kill you. There's also the second thing, the rope around their neck, which pierced only for a few seconds, which indicates that they also died from strangulation. Yay. But here's the big but. I think they died from, like, the bullet shot. Because the bullet hit their head first before anything else, so, yeah. Call-up time! Nope, I can tell that nobody in this died, so, yeah. Another call-up! This is just poor fusion, nobody died, so, yeah. Honestly, this is just a cute little speed paint. And I still like it to this very day. I've got nothing to complain. And nobody died, so I guess this counts. I'm not dying. Even if I'm falling, Maru tries to jump after me and save me. So I guess I'm not dead. What the actual Well, except for Flowey, nobody's dying. Yep. Well, nobody died. Except for these guys, because for some reason I thought killing my team colleagues was fun. Yay! And you don't exist! Unfinished stuff. Honestly, the only critical part would be my unfinished body meme back then. Let's see how many times I died. 1, 2... Wow, only 2 times. That's a new record. Birthday meme! Yep, I made this meme for my 13th birthday. This is honestly just a happy-go-lucky kind of video, so it's to be expected that nobody died in it, so yep. Speedpaint! First of all, sir, there should be much more souls around you. But you didn't die, so I guess I give you that. Lightning round, no dying, just falling, no death, and I hate children. No, I'm not a bad German N-word, I just watched way too much Edward at the time. I guess you could call it state of being brain dead from the pill overdose, so another death. I'll let that count as a death for shits and giggles. I died 1, 2, 3, 4 times in this. No dying, only getting corrupted by hate. Speed paint, lightning round over. Random. Oh no, I'm dead and oh my god, it's William Afton! The hip thing, I guess. This was just me seeing myself in different outfits and playing Germany's Next Flop model with myself. But yeah, nobody died, so yep. No death. Only wholesome. Let's move on. This was a call-up with Maru and I died exactly 2 times in this. First of all, when my brain got removed, and second of all, when my joints got removed, because blood loss. I'ma just keep myself short and say that nothing really happened in this video, because nothing really happened in this video. What a coincidence! This is also one of the ones that's still pretty clean. Literally the only thing that is happening is tries to corrupt me to do some stuff or something, I don't know.
Another speedpaint.
This is actually the only video that cannot be found anywhere because it got deleted of the internet forever because of copyright validations. I use too much uncopyrighted songs. So basically this was a concept from a pretty long time ago, I think. Whenever Celia would eat too much sugar, they pretty much would explode and this glibbery weird pastel stuff would come out of their mouth, which is actually edible for some reason. Yeah, and she would be overly flirty, overly confident, and would uncontrollably float around in the air. So there's that. And I actually would count this as a death because bleeding from her mouth, inner bleeding, and the video is also titled Sugar Overdose. So yeah, it's a death. This is not, oh, who am I kidding? It's a death. This is unfinished, and it will also never be finished. So yeah, nobody died, so I guess I give myself credit for that.
Vent.
I made this one because I saw Cindy Barrel 3's Caramel Dancing video, and also I was really sad at the time, so I made a vent with the music, and no one died.
Death.
This is just me making myself aware that most of my school life was actually horrible. Pretty horrible, to be honest. But yeah, at least I'm not dead.
I can teach you how to be just like me.
Yep. There's definitely no mistaking. I'm dead. And also Morse code, because why not? Oh, look how cute he is! Another lightning round! No dying, just getting corrupted by fear. And hate. Yep, I'd let that count as a death. Video I made in quarantine. Doesn't count, no one died. I mean, there's mentions of suicide, but no one died. I mean, sense to be looking at that though. Am I right? And also, that doesn't count because she's only thinking about it, so no death. No death, just dancing with Kageko. This was just a vent because I was very upset about something that happened in real life. Yeah. Yep, that counts. They're dead. Yep, that counts. That definitely counts. Death by 035. Doing the Friday Funkin' trend. I can't. I just literally can't. He's so freaking adorable. I mean, he's so freaking cute. I mean, look at him. Look at him. That was quite a lot, actually. How many times did I die? Oh boy. But in conclusion, what the caretakers really did was still utterly wrong. I mean, how can you defy someone their own name? Like, literally, how can you? It is disrespectful. Yeah, that's it. And also actually hurts a lot of people. I mean, how can you have the audacity to deny someone their own name? What the hell? Especially a child. Literally a child. The facility I was actually staying at was a clinic for children and teens with mental problems, aka something that was supposed to make me feel better. Guess what it failed to do? Make me feel better! But like, yeah, I'm out now, and the only thing I can do about it is get mad about it, which isn't really helpful in either way. And also, I still got some work to do. I have to finish like 2 stories, which one of is a creepypasta and the other one is a badly written fanfiction about 2 classmates of mine, so yeah. And I still gotta finish an animation meme, and if I really hate myself, I will give myself more work and do a review on Deltarune Chapter 1 and Chapter 2, because I've gotta talk a whole lot about this guy. And I just realized now, the more I talk, the more subtitles I have to add to this video afterwards. Fuck. But anyways, thanks for watching, have a nice day and take care. Bye!